first day they opened this building, you need to be?
I had a lot to prove. I had a lot to work on. You know, I didn't do too good last season. I want to do better. I want to be the guy that can be depended on.
How much of that was you were a college right tackle and you played left tackle, switched sides of the line? How much did that kind of impact your season, and how much more comfort do you have at that spot now?
I'm not going to make any excuses. I just didn't play as good as I needed to last year. You know, I'm coming with a different attitude this year to become a better player.
2, 1, 3, 2, 2.
A lot of people don't know this, but you've only been playing tackle for just a couple of years, man. You've been on the offensive side of the ball. Describe that journey, man. Describe, from high school and then, what you played in college and then now to now, offensive tackle.
Yeah, so in high school, I only played defensive tackle. I thought I was a big hybrid 3 technique, and I wasn't. And they tried to stick me on the O-line as soon as I got into football. And I wasn't listening to it. I didn't want to play O-line. Like, I had been in such a defensive lineman mindset that I had developed a hatred for O-linemen. But, now I guess the table has turned and I hate D-linemen. But that's a story for another time. But when I went to college at TCU out of high school, they recruited me as a defensive tackle. But, once I signed my letter of intent, they sent me a Zoom link and it was for the offensive line. So that's kind of how, I started playing O-line. And from there, my first ever pass set was in a college practice. I was getting my ass whooped at first. Sorry, but I was getting whooped at first. And I caught on a little bit later. And when it was time to transfer, I transferred to Oklahoma and I played right tackle there for 2 seasons. And then I entered my name in the draft. And now I'm here.
What's good, everybody's Big Game James. You know what it is. We in these streets. We in these Tyler Guyton streets. Heard a lot of good things from OTAs from Mr. Shoddy, the Shoddy Effect. He had a lot of good praise for Tyler Guyton. He said he's just seen a lot of good things from him. As you can watch these reps. These reps are from the preseason game last year against the Raiders. You went against some Max Crosby, multiple sets. You see, these were no bad reps. That's what we were kind of getting excited when we saw Tyler Guyton in the preseason, because we saw these reps right here. You don't see bad reps. I think the biggest thing for him, you got long arms. You can't let those guys get into your chest. I don't know the damn offensive line like that, so I ain't going to be fronting like I'm the offensive lineman guru. So let me not front right here. But just from the outside looking in, I saw the biggest thing is you got those long arms. You got to extend them so the defensive ends can't get into your chest. Also, you saw you probably got to get in the weight room. You saw it in his rookie year. Strength was probably one of his biggest factors to me. And you didn't play the left side. You played the right side your whole time in college. Then you switched to the left in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles. I said that's one of the biggest things, that Tyler Guyton is going to be good, but his first year, he's going to get whooped. Said that many a times on the Final Word, on my own show, but I said the potential is still there. I just felt like he just got to grow up and mature physically and mentally. But I didn't write him off like a lot of people writing him off like he was a bust. No, it wasn't. I don't feel like he was really, I just don't think he was ready for that life, coming in, playing the left tackle. And then we saw the offensive line coach. They said that the offensive line coach wasn't even fooling with Tyler Smith. So we going to talk about Tyler Booker. That was just, to me, you didn't have no time at left tackle. You come in with an offensive line coach that probably didn't have the best interest for you. So your offensive first year was going to be a tough year. As you still watch him right here, the potential is there for Tyler Guyton. I got another game with him against the Rams preseason, and we saw the potential. We saw the reps. And then the last clip is from the first game 1 against the Browns for my guy, Defy. Shout out to him, what he's doing in these streets. But as I said before, I already knew Tyler Guyton was going to have the struggles his first year. But as you see this tape, you see a lot of good things from Tyler Guyton. Offensive coaching, offensive line coach is huge. And if you don't have the right type of offensive line coach, you're going to go through even more struggles. And now you got a Clayton Adams. You got the offensive lineman coach from the Kansas State that worked with Cooper Beebe. I just feel like there's a lot more things that's going to be good for him, especially when you're getting high praise from your coach already. He's the key. I said there's going to be a new big 3, and Tyler Smith, Tyler Booker, and Cooper Beebe. But Tyler Guyton is the key. He plays the left tackle, one of the most important positions. If he can take this year 2 step, which a lot of people are saying he might, got him in CBS Sports says he's going to take the year 2 leap. If he can take this year 2 leap, it's going to bode well for this offensive lineman and this offensive line as a whole. Remember we talked about the Great Wall of China previously? Excuse me. Well, this could be the new Wall of China. And Tyler Guyton is the key. If he can put it together in year 2, you're going to be. What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. We in these streets. Stay in these work streets. We're talking about these Tyler Guyton streets. I'm not going to be long on this. The main thing I want to say about this video is kudos to Tyler Guyton, man. Kudos to Tyler Guyton. That first excerpt of the part of the video where he's being a stand-up guy, basically saying, I don't care about, I need to get better. Like, that's all you want. That's what you want from your player. And this is your second-year player. He came in with that enthusiastic attitude, but obviously he had some bumps in the road. We talked about it. It's been documented. He had some bumps in the road his rookie year. We understand that. And when you see the first part of this video, you'll have more of an understanding of why he kind of went through the struggle. I didn't know that. Like, I knew he hadn't played left tackle, but I didn't know that he hadn't even touched the offensive line until he got to college. Like, not even in high school, didn't even smell it. So you're getting a kid who he played offensive tackle 2 years at Oklahoma and on the right side, and they put him straight to the left side in the NFL against those guys. Nah, you know what, Tyler Guyton, I didn't tear you up your rookie year. I just felt like you had to grow up, get more mature mentally and physically. But you said it yourself, so I don't think I was wrong in what I said. And you got the mentality to want to get better and be great. Your coach has already given shouts out to you, the Shotty effect. He's already given you shout outs. And you're just a baby at the position. And like I said, you probably didn't have real sponsors up in there with Mike Solari. Now you got a guy in Clayton Adams who they say is the whisperer right here. And I see the enthusiasm. I'm excited for this offensive line because I don't think it's going to be this year because you got rookies. You got young players. Sorry about that light in the way. But I'm just going to say this. Not this year, but next year, Dallas Cowboys is going to be one of the best offensive lines in football. Bank on it. Write it down, all that. They're going to be one of the best offensive line. I'm going to say possibly top 5 offensive line. Definitely top 10 next year. But definitely they're going to be a top 5 offensive line next year. The whole offensive line, ain't nobody older than 28? They're all in their 20s. They're young. This could be the new Wall of China. I said the big 3 is what Dak Prescott needs. He needs that cover in the middle. He needs that protection in the middle. But that backside is just as huge. That's where they get paid. And if Tyler Guyton continues that attitude and continues ascending, this will be one of the best lines in NFL football within a couple of years. Bank on it. Give me your thoughts. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace. Hey, great weekend, too. Oh, had to come right back. Shout out to I Am Victorious for that great little excerpt. He just dropped it a few months ago. But shout out to him because that was great information that I wanted. So shout out to I Am Victorious for that great video about Tyler Guyton. Letting everybody know how he just played the offensive line. I'm out. Peace.